His mother abandoned them for another man, and 10 years later, she saw what he became. Part 1. At 14 years old, Rocky watched his mother walk out the door with another man. She left him with a 6-year-old sister. No money, no food, no explanation. Then, 10 years later, she saw his face on a magazine cover. But by then, it was too late. This is the story of how a boy became a man overnight and turned abandonment into an empire. Rocky was 14 when his world shattered. It was an ordinary Tuesday morning. He woke up for school, but something felt wrong. The house was too quiet. He walked into the kitchen. His little sister, Maya, only 6 years old, was sitting on the floor, crying. "Rocky, Mama left." On the table was a note. Just few sentences. "I'm sorry. I found someone who can give me a better life. Take care of your sister." That was it. No goodbye, no phone number, no forwarding address. Their mother had left them for another man. Someone with money, someone who promised her comfort. She chose herself. And Rocky was just a kid. But at that moment, childhood ended. He had a choice. Fall apart, or become what Maya needed. He chose to become her everything. Rocky didn't know how to cook, didn't know how to braid hair, didn't know how to parent. But he learned. Every morning at 5 a.m., he would wake up, make Maya breakfast, even if it was just bread and tea. Walk her to school. Promise her, "They'll be here to pick you up. I promise." And she would look at him with those big, trusting eyes. Because Rocky never broke a promise. After dropping her off, Rocky's day truly began. He would go to the traffic intersections, hawking, selling bottled water, selling snacks, selling anything he could carry. Under the blazing sun, in the pouring rain, cars honking, people are ignoring him. Some days he made enough for dinner. Other days, they went to bed hungry. But he kept going. After hawking, he had another job. A local restaurant. He washed dishes, cleaned floors, took out trash. For hours. The owner paid him almost nothing. Scraps, really. Sometimes, instead of money, just leftover food. But Rocky took it. Because leftover food meant Maya could. By the time he got home, it was late evening. Exhausted, hands raw. But his day wasn't over. He would cook whatever little food they had. Bathe Maya. Help her with homework, even though he was barely keeping up with his own. Read her stories until she fell asleep. And then, when she was finally resting, Rocky would sit in the dark, alone with his thoughts, wondering where his mother was. If she thought about them. If she cared. But he couldn't afford to break. Because Maya was watching. And if he fell apart, she would too.